spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat.
Hello, welcome to another edition of Jason Luna's Pungazing, the podcast that has some puns in it and is trying to branch out into other things like the word pungazing, which sounds like a pun-based word, but it's actually a nonsense word that could mean the French derivation of podcast about things people enjoy. So let's get this week's puns. Woo! Everyone's excited. Okay, these puns are about video games. What's a biblical scholar's first video game system? That's right, the Sega Genesis. In the beginning, there was the Master System and Alex Kidd. On the first day, God said, "Let there be Sonic the Hedgehog." Who was the head of the Untouchables in the video game of the same name? That was, of course, Elliot Nez. Elliot Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, I don't know if there was an Untouchables video game, but if there was, I think only Chicago mobsters could play it. Oh. Did you hear Lara Croft loves to play first-person shooters? That's right. She's a Doom player. Not a Tomb Raider. She's a Doom player. And I don't know if you know this, Lara Croft is addicted to making tapestries. That's right. In her desperation, she is now a loom raider. Stealing those looms. And I don't know if you know this, Lara Croft went on a trip, and she gave a rating of 3 out of 5 stars to her stay at the Ramada Inn. Lara Croft, room rater. And I don't know if you know, it's kind of interesting. Lara Croft now has an app that helps her with her dietary habits. That's right, Lara Croft is no longer a noom hater. Transition. So, the PlayStation 5 is coming out. Don't get me wrong, I've been a lifelong fan of the PlayStation 5 as a known concept. But some of these games, they just seem a little funky. I'll read you off some of these PlayStation 5 titles. Like, I think we all remember I Want You Back, Spider-Man. Oh, come on, swing me one more web. Across Midtown City, I want to get the Dr. Octopus. I Want You Back, Spider-Man. And then, of course, I'll be there. I'll be there. And I'll be the girl from The Last of Us. Killing those zombies, you know, and A, B, C, D, E, F is for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Don't know much about either game. I'm gonna play some RPG elements in a post-apocalyptic society, and the kid's got a big sword, and that's all. And then, of course, I think we all remember where we were, 1972, or as it is, 2020, when we first heard this. Grand Theft Auto 5 being ported from PS4 now to PS5 this time. The game will be very similar. The graphics updated. The online thing now a thing. More so. That was actually a song by Michael PlayStation by himself, not the PlayStation 5. And now, introduce a character who's been mentioned on the show. All 7 of my fans are very excited. His debut, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pung Azing. Yes, hello. My name is Pung Azing. My friends call me often because I'm well-liked and successful with most relationships. And a little bit about myself. I'm a better version of Jason Luna. Well, for one thing, I figured out this whole vision thing. I mean, it's right. Ow! Fuck! God damn it! I'm also much more secure than Jason is, but don't say anything that might, make me feel negative. I just feel like I'm on the verge of just collapsing into a heap of crying all the time. But at the moment, confidence is at 120%, pal. Because unlike Jason, I've achieved the 3 W's. Success with the ladies. I make art at a successful level. And I have a job that pays sufficient. There's no W's in those. There's no W's in those. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's three W's that I'm better chasing with women. Whoa, making art and money. It's 2 W's. Third W is silent. But that's right. Unlike Jason, I got a girlfriend. She's better than that. She has the smoke in her eyes. And boy, my creative output. You would not believe the ways to fix one's glasses. I'm doing it every day, pal. And I have a job. Pays the bills. And it pays for MP3 files of Bills by Destiny's Child. It's I review Saturday Night Live episodes on podcast form, which I am actually, despite saying that's my successful job, I'm starting that right now because I am stuck in a temporal causality loop, as most people are, and because Jason Luna needs to steal the content of my SNL reviews and put it on the end of his podcast. So, this is the first episode of Saturday Night Live, season 1. If you're weird about it. Okay, yeah. So we open on Michael Donahue. He's in a chair, and there's an empty chair next to him. Michael Donahue's wearing a brown suit, kind of looking like a weird head writer, kind of hit or miss, intentionally absurd sense of humor. That's the vibe I get from his suit sitting in that chair. And John Belushi comes in with this kind of workman character, obviously poorer than Michael Donahue. He sits in the chair. And Michael Donahue is giving him a language lesson. He's reciting English passages to learn, and they're all about Wolverines, and they're all weird. And it's weird. And then the funniest bit, comes at the end, because Michael Donahue is giving the lesson, and he has a heart attack and falls on the floor and dies. Hilarious. So John Belushi, thinking he's copying the English lesson, copies the falling on the floor from the heart attack. It's clever, trust me. You don't laugh, but you go, that's clever. So they're both on the floor, and then Chevy Chase comes in looking like a producer. He's got a casual outfit on, a polo shirt, got headphones on, and then he says, "Live from New York, it's Saturday night." And that's probably the funniest part of the whole bit, not the Saturday Night Live debut and first time ever or whatever. But no, it's because Chevy Chase theoretically got a job as a liked, respected authority figure producing a television show. I mean, what is Chevy Chase actually good at producing other than other people talking about how terrible Chevy Chase is? So that was a pretty mild but charming start to the longest running sketch variety NBC way too late to watch program. So I'm only doing one segment at a time for multiple reasons. One, this format's a little dry, kind of like my savvy glasses. You give the best analyst one segment at a time, unless someone wants to pay me or Jason Luna money to run a real SNL podcast with guests and a co-host and stuff. And this will be a lot better. But until then, this is Pungazing saying,